Adani Group has now come out with a statement and they've cried conspiracy against the charges this time that have come from the graft watchdog. Adani Group has given out a statement rejecting the recycled allegations, as they call it. The group has said it's a concerted bid by George Soros and added that even the Supreme Court and an investigation had found us not guilty. The DRI closed cases decades ago. And now, why are these allegations coming up against us? So this is the latest statement that has come in from the Adani Group, stating that there is a conspiracy against the allegations, that these are recycled charges against them. It's a concerted bid by George Soros. The Supreme Court under probe had found us not guilty. Even the DRI had closed cases decades ago. All right, let's go across to our senior associate editor at Business Today, Ashish Rokhayar, for the latest on that. Ashish, so that is what we were waiting for after the charges had surfaced, that what kind of statement will Adani Group really come forward with. Do tell us, how are they attempting to say that this is funded by a George Soros and that's why these are all recycled allegations? What exactly have they said in the statement?
So, Adani Group has been quick in coming out with a rebuttal against the latest set of allegations, and they have said that they are not only baseless and unsubstantiated, but are also just rehashed from Hindenburg allegations. And to quote the Adani statement, they said that these are just recycled allegations. And to support their rebuttal, they have said that these claims are actually based on closed cases from which are more than 10 years ago, when the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, or the DRI, had probed allegations of over-invoicing, transfer of funds abroad, related party transactions and investments through foreign portfolio investors or foreign investors. And they even said that there was an independent adjudicating authority and an appellate tribunal that had both confirmed that there was no kind of overvaluation and the transactions were in accordance with the applicable law. And they have further said that the matter attained a finality in March 2023, when the Honorable Supreme Court of India even ruled in the favor of the diversified conglomerate of India. And they said that since there was no overvaluation, there is no relevance or foundation of these allegations. And they have, in fact, it's interesting to note that they have even highlighted the fact that some of the FPIs, or the foreign investors, that the latest report has been
expecting to become a huge political showdown. Ashish, stay on with me, because joining me is the Member of Parliament from the Congress Party, Mr. Manish Tiwari. Mr. Tiwari, you've also put forth a social media statement. You're saying the evidence is growing day by day, documenting by independent sources. The Joint Parliamentary Committee is the only way to bring out the truth. Why do you think that, and why are you asking for a JPC in this Adani Group allegations that they are facing, sir?
When the Hindenburg report had first become public, I had written an opinion in the Express, where I had clearly articulated the reasons why a joint parliament committee is the only way to get to the bottom of the entire a spectrum of allegations which have been made. Unfortunately, since then, it seems an active attempt has been made to bury the truth rather than uncover it. And the latest series of reports in The Guardian and the Financial Times, and by the group of independent investigative journalists, all three very credible independent sources with the Financial Times and The Guardian, having a stellar reputation of independence of a different kind in the international media space, only seem to corroborate the apprehensions which were first articulated in the Hindenburg report. So under those circumstances, it is very evident that except for a joint parliamentary committee, which the joint opposition has now been demanding since January, there is no other way that the entire truth will come out.
Tiwari, he is also quoting, the Adani Group is quoting the Supreme Court that appeared to have given a clean sheet. They're saying the investigation could not find against him, and these are just recycled charges.
But I am not going to go into what Mr. Gautam Adani or his conglomerate has to say. That's for them to articulate. All I am saying is that the overwhelmingly growing body of evidence from independent sources very clearly points in one direction. that except for a joint parliamentary committee, there is no other way to unearth the truth.
APC demand that's coming in from Congress Member of Parliament. And remember earlier as well, the opposition had been gunning not just for Adani Group, but also they had charged the government at the centre and Prime Minister Modi too. Thank you very much for now. Manish Tiwari for the latest on that. This is the big story that we are tracking. Adani Group has come out with a statement and said that these are all recycled charges against them. All right, so Adani Group rejecting the allegations. I just want to quickly reiterate for the viewers, has said that Supreme Court and the probe found us not guilty. This is a concerted bid by George Soros. Even the DRI closed the cases decades ago. They are basically crying conspiracy against the allegations and have remember this is about what earlier had been said by the group, by the graft watchdog against Adani Group, are that there was serious manipulation that has been done with regard to some of their trading that has taken place, and that is what the Adani Group has also reacted to it. A Hindenburg Group basically is alleging the dubious investments in the Adani stocks and funds via Mauritius-based opaque firm that they have alleged that there was these investment in Adani stocks that were dubious in nature.